Good evening. A second night of protests has begun in New York after a grand jury cleared a white police officer in the chokehold death of an unarmed black man. This is downtown Manhattan. Demonstrators are calling for reforms in the NYPD. And today, the mayor and police commissioner announced 22,000 officers will be retrained in light of the death of Eric Garner. Jim Axelrod has what we learned today about the grand jury proceedings and Officer Daniel Pantaleo.
The demonstrations following the grand jury's decision have been largely peaceful so far. The message, crystal clear.
It's not about black or white, it's about life or death.
Today, a judge granted the district attorney's request to make limited portions of the grand jury proceedings public. We learned the 23-member grand jury sat for 9 weeks, heard from 50 witnesses, 22 civilians and 28 police officers, emergency workers, and doctors. 60 exhibits were admitted into evidence. No testimony was released. That was not part of the prosecutor's request. CBS News has learned Pantaleo was the last witness, testifying for 2 hours. In a phone interview, his lawyer says Pantaleo told the grand jury he subdued Garner with a technique taught at the police academy.
He indicated that he never used the chokehold. It was never his intent to utilize the chokehold. He never intended to apply any force to the individual's neck, and any contact with the neck was incidental.
Today, the head of the police union, Pat Lynch, supported Pantaleo and blamed Garner.
So we feel badly that there was a loss of life. But unfortunately, Mr. Garner made a choice that day to resist arrest.
Pantaleo has been sued twice for alleged racially based misconduct, including illegal searches and arrests. One case was settled for $30,000. In a statement, Pantaleo says he feels, quote, very bad about Garner's death and offered his condolences, which Eric Garner's widow, Esau, did not accept.
Hell no. The time for remorse would have been when my husband was yelling to breathe.
This morning, a group of prominent civil rights leaders called for a national day of protest and set it for 9 days from now, Saturday, December 13th, in Washington, D.C. Scott?
Thanks, Jim.